Harnessing AI to personalize B2B customer interactions. B2B buyers now expect personalization that feels effortless. B2B buyers have adopted B2C expectations, fast, relevant, and tailored to what they care about right now. When 72% of buyers expect interactions customized to their needs and 80% expect a B2C-like experience, generic outreach becomes a disadvantage, not just an annoyance. If your SDRs are still sending quick question templates at scale, prospects can tell in one line. AI-powered personalization closes the gap between what buyers expect and what most teams can realistically produce by hand. Done well, it helps your outbound feel one-to-one across email, LinkedIn outreach services, and phone, without asking reps to spend 20 minutes researching every contact. Done poorly, it just produces louder automation that damages trust. At SalesHive, we see the difference show up quickly in the fundamentals. More replies, better conversations on calls, and cleaner handoffs to AEs. Whether you're scaling an in-house team or partnering with a B2B sales agency, the goal is the same. Use AI to increase relevance, not to increase noise. Personalization is no longer a nice-to-have. It's the price of admission for modern outbound. Why personalization is one of the highest ROI levers in outbound. Personalization works because it reduces cognitive load for the buyer. They immediately understand why you're reaching out and what problem you're built to solve. Over 50% of B2B buyers say they're more likely to purchase when they receive personalized content and offers, which ties relevance directly to win rates and pipeline velocity. This is especially true in competitive categories where buyers have multiple credible options. The revenue impact is well documented. Personalization programs often drive 10 to 15% revenue lift, and personalized experiences can increase conversion rates by 10 to 15%. That's why teams investing in personalization typically see benefits beyond marketing. Sales cycles tighten, discovery calls are higher quality, and outbound stops feeling like a volume game. The best cold email agency or outbound sales agency isn't just sending more, it's matching message to reality. AI is what makes that ROI accessible without burning out your team. If you're running cold calling services and email sequences in parallel, the bottleneck is rarely effort. It's relevance at scale. AI can shoulder the repetitive research and first draft work so your reps can spend their time on judgment, timing, and actual conversations. What AI personalization actually means in B2B sales. AI personalization is not swapping first name into a generic pitch, and it's not scraping personal details that make prospects feel watched. In practice, it's using structured data, firmographics, technographics, roles, and unstructured signals, job posts, earnings notes, LinkedIn content, product updates, to infer what a buyer likely cares about. Then you tailor the opener, value prop, and ask to that business context, not surface-level trivia. The market has already moved in this direction. 65% of B2B sales teams use AI insights to guide outreach, and 71% of firms using AI in sales enablement exceeded revenue targets in 2024. In HubSpot's 2025 State of Sales data, 83% of sales pros say AI helps them personalize prospect interactions. The takeaway is simple. No AI increasingly translates to less relevant outreach. We recommend a clear operating rule for any SDR agency or outsourced sales team. AI drafts, humans decide. Let AI summarize the account, propose angles, and generate first-pass email and call language, but require a human pass for accuracy, tone, and strategic fit, especially for key accounts. That's how you get speed without losing credibility. Build the foundation first, ICP clarity and clean data. AI can't fix a broken targeting strategy. Before you roll out new tools, lock a crisp ICP and make your CRM fields consistent. Industry, employee bands, revenue bands, persona, buying committee roles, and account hierarchies. When teams do this well, the same outbound messaging instantly becomes more relevant because it's aimed at the right accounts in the first place. Data hygiene is also the hidden constraint for most organizations. 73% of B2B businesses say they lack sufficient data for personalization. That's why AI personalization often fails in the real world. It's built on missing titles, messy account ownership, and fragmented engagement history. Assign RevOps ownership for a living data dictionary and treat enrichment as an ongoing system, not a one-time cleanup. Once your foundations are solid, you can integrate AI insights directly into the tools reps already live in, your CRM and sequencer, so they aren't bouncing between disconnected apps. This is the point where sales outsourcing and in-house teams both benefit. The process becomes repeatable, coachable, and measurable across channels. The goal is a stack that produces next best action context inside the workflow, not a separate research project. AI should do the homework, but your reps should still turn in the assignment. Where AI personalization pays off fastest: email, calls, and LinkedIn. For most teams, the quickest win is AI personalized outbound email because it's high volume and easy to test. Personalized cold emails generate about 32% higher response rates than generic emails, and AI optimization can lift open rates by roughly 21% through better subject lines, timing, and segmentation. That's the difference between "we sent a lot" and "we created pipeline." On the phone, AI helps your cold calling team show up smarter without sounding scripted. Use AI to summarize the account, map likely pains to the persona, and propose a tight call opener that anchors on business outcomes, growth, efficiency, risk reduction, instead of small talk. This is where a cold calling agency or sales development agency can create consistency across many cold callers while still leaving room for rep judgment. In multi-channel sequences, AI should maintain a single narrative across touchpoints so the buyer feels a coherent point of view. That means the email opener, LinkedIn message, and call opener all reference the same plausible initiative and lead to the same low-friction ask. When the story stays consistent, AEs inherit conversations that feel intentional, not random. Common mistakes that make AI personalization backfire. The most common failure is confusing tokenized templates with real personalization. If your message is generic except for a name and company, buyers will treat it as automation, and your reply rates will reflect it. The fix is simple. Use AI to pull one or two relevant business signals: funding, hiring, tech stack changes, and rewrite the opener and value proposition around those signals while keeping the rest of the sequence stable. The second failure is letting AI run on dirty, fragmented data. When titles, industries, and account hierarchies are inconsistent, AI models misclassify accounts and produce confidently wrong messaging that wastes SDR time. If you're going to outsource sales or hire SDRs, this is non-negotiable. Standardize fields, dedupe records, and implement data quality checks before you trust scoring or automated rewriting. The third failure is over-automation that loses the human voice, or worse, crosses the line into creepy. Don't reference personal family details, sensitive topics, or obscure personal data, even if it's technically public. It kills trust instantly. Keep personalization anchored in professional signals and use guardrails, defined allowed sources, a tone guide, and human approval for strategic accounts. Make AI personalization measurable with a test and learn system. If you don't measure AI's impact, you'll end up with more activity and no clarity. Start by baselining the metrics that matter: open rate, reply rate, meeting rate, conversion to opportunity, cycle length, and ACV. Then tag AI-influenced outreach so you can compare like for like. This matters whether you're running an internal team or working with an SDR agency, because better has to be provable. Treat every personalized variant as a hypothesis and run simple A/B tests that compound over 60 to 90 days. Test subject lines, opening lines, CTA formats, and persona-specific call frameworks. Then feed winners back into your prompts and templates. Over time, this creates a durable advantage because your system learns faster than static playbooks. Operationally, build a lightweight QA loop. Sample 5 to 10 messages per rep per week for tone, accuracy, and compliance, and require a human pass before anything goes to high-value accounts. This is how the best cold calling companies and cold email agency operators keep quality high while scaling volume. When you combine measurement with guardrails, AI becomes a reliable production system instead of a gamble. What to do next? A practical 60-day rollout plan. Start narrow to move fast. Pick one high-impact use case, like AI personalized cold email, for a single vertical, and run a 60-day pilot against your existing baseline, comparing opens, replies, and meetings. This keeps the project from turning into a new tools initiative and forces the team to prove value with real pipeline. As you roll it out, standardize prompts and playbooks so reps aren't improvising and creating inconsistent outputs. Your best prompts should produce consistent research summaries, a clear angle per persona, and a first draft message that still sounds like your team, not like the internet. If you're evaluating sales outsourcing or building an outsourced sales team, this is the piece that makes execution dependable across multiple SDRs. Finally, integrate AI insights into your CRM and sequencer so reps can act without context switching, and set simple governance, allowed data sources, approval rules for strategic accounts, and monthly performance reviews. On24 data shows 84% of B2B marketers say AI makes personalization more attainable, and 88% plan to use it to support personalization efforts, which means buyer expectations will keep rising. The teams that win won't be the ones with the most tools. They'll be the ones with the cleanest system for turning signals into relevant conversations.